previously on Mechanist RPG.
So you are come to the Gate of the Gods at King's Landing.
We appreciate your service to the king and your faithful time. We would be honored if you would accept this in gratitude for your hard work in keeping these prisoners safe and delivering them properly to King Robert.
So yeah, he says, oh yes, quite. They'll definitely make it to the next days.
And now you're all caught up.
So you wake up.
Yeah.
Nothing of note happened tonight that you can tell.
Okay. Awareness! 24!
Roll for sleepwalking.
So yeah, so in the morning you can work on your healing, and then we should briefly talk about things that you guys need to do to prepare for the tournament.
Okay. So am I allowed to heal myself, or do I just need to do endurance tests?
Since you're a maester, I think you can do your healing roll on yourself.
Okay. Cool. So that would be healing 5 plus treat injury 2. You sure about that?
Yeah.
Bit of that and that. Okay, yeah, we're doing quite well here. 27.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Because as long as we're resting, Bob, it would be very, very difficult for Bob not to be able to heal someone.
Yeah. So, your injury's gone, and you're at full health now. Sure, good. Now, let's talk about things that we have to do to prepare for the tournament. So, first of all of you need to go to the turning grounds and check in, and register, so that they all know you're there and what events you're signing up for. Then you guys need to decide who is riding, in the joust. You also need to...
Wait, what does Joust go off of?
Joust is fighting, and the tourney lance is animal handling +3.
Nose goes. Our guy is.
I'm touching my nose.
Well, if it's animal handling +3, I should do it.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Troops is probably in the best shape to do it.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you decide to do it, there is going to be a wrinkle in the fact that you're a woman and you're a wildling.
We disguise her really well.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be. They're gonna have to buy you new armor, and you're gonna have to be.
Let's
your face
break some stereotypes, everybody.
Because they wouldn't let you ride knowing that you're a woman. We can already kind of get past by saying like substitutes, like I'm here to substitute for Lord Sassy, which is basically what you'd be saying. But they wouldn't let a woman compete because they're sexist bastards.
They're not gonna want me to compete in equestrian either.
For equestrian, they would let you compete because they don't care. That's kind of more about the horse, but all of the rules are your animal
Lancing is a
handling
noble
sectors.
thing. That's what Sassy's trying to say. Is he wants noble people to do it. So
Yeah,
not
so
just
commoners,
the fact.
commoners can participate, but they need like an in.
It's not just that you're a woman. It's also the fact you're a wildling totally destroys it.
There's a little bit of that. Mostly it's woman. I don't think anybody here is ever going to be able to recognize.
I'm of
Yeah.
Valyrian
Wildling.
descent.
Are you really?
So, yeah.
I am too. Suck it. No, I'm
You're
not.
not. You're Andals, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the Valyrians.
Yeah, you're...
No, I'm solely wildling.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Alright. Okay.
So we should go to the turning grounds.
Yeah, you should go to...
Okay.
Oh, and then the last thing is the melee goes off of 7-person teams. So you're going to either have to find people to form a team around Argaius, or you're going to have to get Argaius onto somebody else's team who has an open slot. So you need to figure that out. And you're going to need to figure that out before you register him for the melee, because that needs to be a full 7-person team.
Dude,
Cool.
I want to be in the melee.
You do?
Yeah.
Alright, with your dual-wielding hand axes? Alright, so that's 2 people.
And we could get on a team that has 2 open slots. I'm sure there are several houses here like ours.
Possibly.
Yeah.
We can find some more mods.
I don't think I should be in the melee.
You guys have arrived a day before the tournament. So today is a free day where you guys can do, like, run around, do anything you want. Tomorrow, afternoon and into evening will be the welcoming feast. So you'll have some time to do something in the morning if you wish, but most of the day will be prepping for the welcome feast and then actually attending the kickoff feast for the tournament.
Cool.
Alrighty. So there were 3 events. What were the events again?
So there's the actual tourney, or the jousting portion. There's the grand melee, and then there's the equestrian challenge and the archery tournament.
Okay, so 4. So I'm guessing Healbot's gonna do the equestrian.
Yeah.
And our guys is gonna do the archery.
Mm-hmm.
And Troops is gonna take the melee by herself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know how this works.
No, Trues is gonna do the lancing.
The lancing mission.
So we have decided. Okay, so I would think then first order of business is to go and get Troops a new set of armor.
We should all visit the shops and see if we can get some upgrades here in a big city.
See if you can get some upgrades. And then
We also need to find a melee team for Healbot, or Eighth and myself, and it might be beneficial to have our good gear first to advertise ourselves.
it's also true.
Okay.
Do we not have good gear?
I mean, you
I-
can get
You
better
have decent
gear.
gear, but you can get better.
Soften the armor, do you not?
And then, Daniel, the Maester's Conclave is going to be in a few days. It's going to take place at the same time as the Grand Melee.
Do I need to register for that, or am I expected to be there?
No, you're just expected to be there. It's kind of just, if you're a Maester in King's Landing, you're going to be able to get in the door.
It's a Maester party.
Yeah, and so, you'll go to the Red Keep for that. Because
Do we agree on everything, or is there going to be disagreement?
I don't really have anything planned for the Maester's Conclave. It's really just going to be a time for the most learned men in Westeros to get together. If you don't want anything specific to talk to them about, then it'll probably just be somebody talking about their findings about such and such, or just like update on all of the research that people are doing, or that would be a good time to ask people about any and all issues.
Cool.
So, like, we're having a plague and we need
Would there
this
be,
sort of medicines or whatever.
might there be maesters from other houses that are important to talk to?
Especially there's going to be maesters from other houses.
Ah, indeed. All right. Well, their melee and stuff starts first, so let's take care of them, shall we?
So, and then how the tourney goes, I'll just write this down so it's in my brain, and we'll have to change it. Oh, where did my pencil go?
I have 2.
Ah, you took my pencil. Okay, so, today's free.
Because we're in America.
Tomorrow
America.
is Welcome Feast.
I wonder if there's a song about America.
There's a couple, as it turns out.
Day
I've heard of a
3 is going to be the start of the jousting.
Is there a
First round
karaoke
jousting.
contest?
No.
Damn.
Well, there might, if you walk around and listen to enough people, you might find like a bards round. But it's also going to be the best bards and minstrels in the entire kingdom.
So me walking and going, America, America, is not going to cut it.
Probably not a good idea.
Can I do a duet
Day
with...
4 is round 2 of jousting day.
You should start and I'll
archery
follow.
tournament.
Cool.
Day 5
Go ahead, start and I'll follow.
is the jousting
America.
finals.
I'm actually trying to pay attention to the order of events here. I was screwing around, but not entirely.
And then the questioning challenge is on the first day of jousting.
And it's good. It's just like, oh my gosh. Bless you.
Okay. So, now... Okay, so today, you guys want to go get yourself some gear?
We do it.
So,
We do it.
Yeah, so you'll leave and you'll head down the Street of Steel, because that's probably the best place to grab that sort of stuff.
Alright.
Okay. I'd like to find out what shops there are on the street.
Okay, so, roll for awareness. Okay, that's fine. So, you find yourself on the Street of Steel, and the Street of Steel in King's Landing is where all of the smithies, smith shops are at. So yeah, there's different blacksmiths all along the street. So you could either like listen in and try to figure out the best deals, or you can just start going up to people and try to figure out what they want and what you want.
Fighters.
I look for any shops selling swords.
Okay. Roll awareness.
Yeah, I look for a bow shop. Or arrows.
17.
Okay, so you know, Argaius, you go towards, a shop that is a couple down and on the right that it seems, they seem to kind of specialize in swords.
18.
18. So you know that the Fletcher, the best place to get bows and arrows, is on the next street over.
Bob, you should come with me.
Okay. We'll go with you.
Actually, Bob should go with all of us to each of our places. And then we should find an armor shop. Do you want to find an armor shop together? Let's do armor together and then split up.
Okay.
I also want armor.
I'll roll for armor awareness.
Yep.
That would be 17.
Okay, so you know that Tobo Mott's shop is down kind of at the end of the lane.
I roll at 24. Does that give us any more information?
No.
Okay.
GG, but no.
That's my first perfect roll, and it's for no extra information. Damn it.
Do you have 5 dice for awareness?
No, that was 4. I just got 4 6s.
Wow.
GG. Okay, so you guys want to go to Tobo Mott shop?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you start to walk down the street, but before you get more than halfway down, a large, very muscular blacksmith confronts you, and he's pulling his daughter behind him. And he seems to be yelling at Eighth in particular, accusing him of impregnating his daughter.
I'm not smiling, but right now I'm smiling. Hang on.
He's yelling angrily.
Look, me.
You local nobles just think you can come into town and do whatever you want.
So,
and don't have to take the repercussions for your actions, you honorless cravens.
So, I look at him and say...
Sup, Pops?
Yeah, pretty much. I say, are you the poop? No. No. I say, I make it very clear that I'm standing next to a very tall person first. But I kind of look at Argaius and then look at him and be like, I'm no nobleman, you scum. I'm as low as you. Actually, I'm lower.
You're trying to help your case right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, roll persuasion.
I'm worthless, guy.
Why won't you let me die?
I got a 6, so that's not gonna pass.
No.
But that's fine, because he'll look at me, and if he tries to step towards me, our guy is.
He seems he hasn't drawn anything, but he has his leather blacksmithing apron on, and there's several hammers in there.
I'm
like
very
to step
He
in.
nonchalant, by the
hasn't
way.
drawn anything, but his hands are on his hammers, and they seem to be
I don't care.
kind of grasping the hilts, ready to draw.
I don't care. I continue. I push past him. I don't care.
I would like to jump in and do a persuasion.
Okay.
So I'm going to convince... sir, we have just arrived here, and we have never been here before.
There's no way.
Yeah. Like, unless his sperm got game, that is not
Unless
happening.
he really is the 10,000.
12.
Clean
No,
shot,
14.
guys. I can
14.
shoot an arrow.
Okay.
I can shoot an arrow a mile.
You're not helping yourself here.
He gestures at his daughter, and he's like, "That doesn't make sense. She told me that it was him."
I don't care what your daughter says.
I want to roll for logic and figure out why she would do that.
Okay.
Because she wants money, which I don't have.
Somebody told her to.
Yeah, it's the Dennets, of course, but let's double check on that. So I should have 6 dice. 6, discard 1.
I don't take threats from terrorists.
17.
Okay, so you arrive at the one of two possibilities that either, it's possible that she's confused, though that's a really specific kind of thing to get confused about. Either she's trying to extort money from one of you because she saw you on the street and she thought you had money, or she was paid off by someone to tell.
Is she visibly pregnant?
No.
No. Well, it's...
Can I roll awareness to see, or can I do diagnose to see if she's actually pregnant?
Go for it, yeah.
I'll roll 6 dice.
Are you pregnant?
I feel so uncomfortable with this right now.
I imagine him just like kneeling down in the street and like.
Oh my.
Not use that gesture.
Oh
in the
my.
recording.
That's a very aggressive gesture.
I'd like to take that out of the recording.
No, I'm leaving that in.
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
roll
so
too.
kill 1. That would be 25.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Okay.
It seems to
Oh,
have.
shit.
It seems to have happened a couple years
Can
ago.
I roll 5 to go on Springer?
Not a couple years ago. It seems to have happened a couple weeks ago.
Can I roll again to see if we can go on Springer and sort this out?
To go on what?
Jerry Springer?
Oh,
Is that-
no.
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to step on the other side of our guys and just be like, let's go.
I'm gonna do my
And
best.
that's what we do.
I'm gonna do my best Maury Povich impression. You are not the father.
So there's one of 3 possibilities you can take, and actually you could take multiple if you want. You could just walk away. You could engage in intrigue with the father and convince him with your newfound knowledge that one of you didn't do it, or you could engage in an intrigue with the daughter to see why she was doing that, why she's saying her accusations.
I look at the daughter and say, why are you doing this? I haven't even met you before.
So you're gonna start an intrigue?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Roll status.
There's our new
bitch.
shirt. So you're gonna start an intrigue? Really?
So you're gonna start.
I got a 6.
Hold on. I don't know any of this chick's stats.
Okay, roll
So
20
we
to
figure
determine
this
sexual performance.
I can't use.
Yeah, I just seduce her.
I can't use bandit. That doesn't make sense.
Hey, I totally didn't get you pregnant. Let me seduce you now to find out who did.
I'm going to use Jana Rivers stats for her.
Let's lay down together by a nice fire. You can tell me all about the Batman.
Oh my. Okay, so what'd you roll? 6, 7, 6. Okay. She beat you. She goes first. She is she is affectionate, because right when you guys walked up, she started touching you and is hanging out with you. It's kind of like
yet another inappropriate thing.
Old enough.
Mechanist RPG.
She's like 19 or 20.
Okay, good.
That's a pretty good number.
Well, not good, but better than it could have been.
Much better than it could have been. It's not super duper scandalous. It's more just baby out of wedlock scandalous. Not, oh my god, she's an infant scandalous.
Hey, another snow.
Okay, so another snow. Okay, so she's going to roll 3 die, and she's going to try to. What should she do?
She tries to seduce me. Yay!
Her goal is to make you pay child support every month.
I would do that.
I know you would, but there goes our goals.
Yeah, she's trying to convince you, that you want to. You are the father.
How awkward.
Yep.
Awkward.
So she rolls 11. What's your intrigue defense?
9.
Okay. And then,
Goddamn.
so she hits for 3 damage, and then, what's your disposition towards her?
What are the 3? Or 4 or 5?
Affectionate, friendly, amiable, indifferent, dislike, unfriendly, malicious.
Say them all again.
Affectionate,
Uh-huh.
friendly,
Uh-huh.
amiable, indifferent, dislike,
I dislike.
unfriendly,
I'm in for dislike.
malicious. You're going to do dislike?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really sad.
What?
This is actually really sad.
Why?
I'm
She's
ticked off
like-
now.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
So she
Keep track of these numbers in your head for me, please. What is there a list that I can see that tells me?
Yeah, it's in the quick reference tables.
Okay, and where? How do I find that?
It should be in the Dropbox.
It's a different PDF.
Oh, cool. Hang on, let me figure out how to get back.
Should be on the last page.
Hang on. Sorry, my brain slowed down just recently, and I can't. You said quick reference tables. Beautiful. Who knew these were here?
Everyone else but you.
Oh, obviously. And what do I go to?
The last page has dispositions on it.
Armor movement, wound recovery, fumbles. I need to. There it is. Disposition circumstances or disposition? There it is.
Disposition.
Okay.
So you're doing dislike.
What is DR?
That is like the armor rating.
Cool.
Like the intrigue armor. So.
Oh god, I don't want to go with.
Well, with a disposition rating of 5, then.
Yeah, you're right.
Then she hit, but she didn't do anything.
Cool.
So she basically says, "I don't know what you're talking about, lover. Don't you remember
Lover?
me?
I can't be aggressive to a pregnant person. Can I be aggressive to the father?
You said you
You're
were
in the middle of
sober."
an intrigue with her.
I could kick him over. Put my blade to his throat. Got some real issues on this street.
I feel like I shouldn't get involved.
One
with
of you
this.
roll awareness.
No. What I'm gonna tell her. I just arrived in the city, and I would like to know why you think I knew you from a year ago, 6 months. Roughly?
Okay.
2
Go.
weeks.
You wanted a
Persuasion.
awareness?
Yeah, awareness.
18.
Okay, so you don't necessarily know this, but Daniel looks around and he sees at least 6 members of the City Watch
Yeah. Okay.
hanging around the street.
Yeah.
Between
Obviously.
At least.
6.
At least. There could be more, but that's the only ones you can see.
And that's with the persuasion modifier. I'm at 6.
6? Okay, you don't hit. Her
Congratulations, Daddy.
Can I try deception? After she goes, or
You can try deceiving her, but I think at this point, maybe your best choice is to back out and let Bob convince her.
I don't want to be a part of this conversation. I'm gonna leave. I'm legit just gonna leave. I'm
Like,
done.
all the way?
Yes.
All the way? You're gonna go to the armor
I
shop?
do not care about what is happening here.
Okay. Roll agility.
Agility?
Yep.
You shall
to see
not
if you're able
pass.
to disengage yourself physically from the situation.
If he had disengaged himself physically, we wouldn't be having this problem.
That's true.
13.
Okay. You walk away fine. That's disappointing.
We'll meet you in the armor shop.
So, the blacksmith, kind of like gestures wonderingly at the walking by Eighth and then starts glaring at Daniel.
Okay. Is the blacksmith the father, or is that somebody else?
Blacksmith is the father.
Okay.
The father of the daughter.
The father of the daughter who's having a baby.
Who's pregnant.
Yeah.
Not the father.
Not the father of the daughter who's...
I want to intimidate
Father.
and find out who the real father is.
You're going to intimidate the girl?
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm a douchebag.
So roll status.
What is... Wait. What is our guy's deal about
Roll
this?
status.
Roll status because you're starting a new intrigue.
Ouch.
Watching.
13.
You still beat him now.
Okay. So then, persuasion
Yep, you choose your disposition.
in affectionate.
Really?
You're
Gonna
gonna
go all the way?
intimidate her.
I'm gonna go all in.
affectionately.
Alright.
Like, what have I got to
No, I love you.
Hey girl, who really did this to you? Get some answers. That'll do.
13.
15.
Okay,
You get a plus
so
2?
you
Yeah.
succeeded and you got 1 degree of success. So your persuasion is 3.
My persuasion is 3.
Okay, so then that goes to 8. And then double that is 16. Minus her armor. You still one shot.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Hey,
So
girl.
she breaks down in tears.
Oh, crap.
And in front of her father,
That's why
she
I didn't want to
says,
do this.
It wasn't him. Another man found out that I was pregnant and paid me a lot of money to tell them, and paid me a lot of money if I said that it was someone from House Mechanist.
Sounds about right.
Who paid you?
Roll persuasion real fast. It's gonna be a 6.
That's a 15.
Okay, so you
Bruce, this was like the best thing I've ever drank.
you got 2.
Can I really?
Success. So, she describes the man, but it's hold on 1 sec. If you roll knowledge right now,
Roll knowledge.
roll knowledge.
11.
Okay, so you know that it was not Adam Dannett. It was another man. She describes him as being a noble, and he was wearing nice clothes,
Probably paid
and
off by
that
Dannett.
he had a sigil, but she doesn't specifically call it, so you can do another persuasion to see if she remembers anything about the sigil. But she describes the man as being average in a lot of ways, except his voice, which was pretty seemed a little haughty and pretty arrogant.
Okay.
But other than that,
Persuade a reminder about the sigil.
Okay.
That would be 14.
Okay, so she doesn't remember exactly, but she seems to think it had something to do with a silver chalice on a green field. Or something like that.
You can roll knowledge to identify that.
And you can roll knowledge to see if you remember that. Knowledge education. For that.
Come on, big money on this. That'll do. 16.
There you go. Alright, so
That's not very big
you
money.
know
You know.
that House Lugus
Big enough.
Yeah.
is a minor house in the Iron Islands,
Wait.
and House Lugus
That's more than 16.
No, I moved it. It was 16.
That makes more sense. Okay, sorry.
And House Lugus is a minor house in the Iron Islands. Their sigil is a green chalice on a silver chalice on a green background. And their words, this is out of game, so I don't remember specifically, but something like, like eat, drink, survive, like eat, drink, live, something like that.
Okay.
And since you succeeded pretty well, but you didn't succeed. Great. You know that the head of house for the Lugus family is Conrad Lugus, and you know that Conrad Lugus has 3 children. The oldest is Sir Nathan Lugus. The middle child is Marita Lugus. And the youngest child is Orton Lugus. Orton being the second. The youngest brother. 2 brothers.
And Nathan Lugus was in town.
And Nathan Lugus and the Luguses are in town for the tourney. Well, I mean, obviously.
Okay. How do you want
I'm
me?
so sorry. I was thinking about a David game that I was playing a week ago, and it was so bad.
How do you want me to deal with the girl's father?
Right there. I'm out.
So the blacksmith, having her confess in front of him, apologizes, and apologizes to you for the trouble, and offers some free metalwork if you have anything that you want.
You should offer it to big guy here.
Big guy.
Or Troubadour. You use metal, don't you?
I do need a set of armor to compete in the lancing competition.
He could also use a greatsword. He still doesn't have a greatsword.
Yeah, ask him what his craft is. Like, what does he specialize in?
It seems like more than anything else, he's good at repairing things. But you see several... He's kind of like a jack of all trades. You see, in particular, a greatsword behind him. So it's possible.
Ask him about bows.
And then you would have to roll awareness. No. Is there a perception?
Yeah.
There's a perception? Okay. So you'd
No.
have to...
No.
I'm sorry. It's awareness, but awareness is pretty much the same as perception.
Yeah, awareness, same thing. So you'd have to roll awareness to see if you knew how good the greatsword was.
Well, I want to look at the greatsword.
Okay.
That is 14.
Okay, so you know that the greatsword isn't necessarily the best that you've ever seen, but it's still superior in quality. It's better than common.
So that's the same quality that I have now.
Yeah, it's still +1.
But it's a great sword.
But it's a great sword, so it will have slightly different stats.
Oh, it has very different stats for me.
He is underpowered.
Yeah, we should give him 2 and have him dual wield.
That's not a thing.
Great swords.
If you're gonna be in the melee with him, he's gonna need his shield.
Oh, you're right. Can I use a sword in the melee or just axes?
You can use
whatever
don't
you
answer
bring
that.
in.
You can use whatever you bring in. You could actually have his old bastard sword if you wanted.
No, I was asking, can I use my bow in the melee? And then my brain decided to change it to sword as we were talking.
No, only melee weapons in the melee.
Yeah.
Would my bastard sword be better than your axe?
I use axes. That's my trait.
Hand axes are athletics -1.
Okay, bastard sword is athletics +1.
Where's that table
Yeah,
that
but-
tells you which...
But you also
Good
get
reference.
the
I also get bonus
They
die.
are
for-
my life.
I was looking in the regular game book.
I also get a defensive +1.
Yeah, so it seems like for you the
There's
axe
something
is
in your
better.
offhand, right?
Would,
Yeah, I get a +1 for offhand as well.
You could wield a bastard sword and a hand axe or a dagger in your
Could I
offhand
really?
if you wanted. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily wield it by itself or wield it with a shield. It's whatever you want.
Yeah.
I've been using 2 axes.
Yeah. But I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I like axes. They have more turn to them. I can choke people with them. I can really
This
cut
is
people
also a
up.
conversation for a slightly different time.
Right,
Our
exactly.
guys, do you want the greatsword?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you say to the guy?
I want your greatsword in my big husk ultimate voice.
Well, first, would the bastard sword help either Bob or Troops?
No.
No.
Okay, then I tell the guy, I couldn't take advantage of you and take anything for free, but might I trade my bastard sword for that great sword there?
Roll persuasion.
This is gonna be I asked Bob to say that for me instead.
Okay, then roll persuasion to convince Bob to say it for you.
What do I need to roll?
6 or higher.
That is
What? 6
maybe possible.
Oh, because I'm not doing a full.
I got a 9.
Nice.
Alright, Bob.
That was going to be the same roll that you had to do for the guys. Did you just want to tell the guy that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, he seems quite relieved and especially gracious to you because you didn't stomp him into the dirt. He's not a small man himself. He's large and muscular.
Doesn't matter.
He is a smith, but he really didn't want a physical confrontation. And so he's like, yes, of course. I would love to do that trade. So he takes your bastard sword, and he gives you the 2-handed greatsword. And he also tells you, please enjoy it and use it well. It is always been always been my best work.
Oh, that's really sweet.
That is sweet. I like this guy, except that he accused me of.
I want to shake this
Making
guy's
his daughter's
hand. He
brother.
seems like an
What
honorable
is his
man.
daughter?
Therefore, I
Do we
am
know
not
this guy's
happy with
name?
him.
You can ask him.
What's his name? I want to meet this guy. He seems like a nice guy.
His name is Thomas Brazier.
God, you hate me. I'm starting to get a sense that Bob actually hates me in game.
Ask him if he wants to go have drinks with us after.
Thomas Brazier, and his daughter is Elise Brazier.
Well, they seem like very nice people.
Yeah. He also tells you that if you have any male associates that are in need of in need of wedlock, to come talk to him.
Wedlock?
I know a guy.
Just if you know anyone who wants to settle down.
That jerk who paid her off needs a wife.
Or a hobby.
He has a hobby. He pays other people to cause problems for other people.
Sounds like a great hobby.
Sounds like an awesome hobby, to tell you the truth. That's the kind of hobby I want.
Alright, goodbye, Mr. Brazier.
Yeah,
I
we go to
want to ask him real quick if he deals in armor at all.
He deals in some armor, but if you look at his wares, they're common. They're nothing super special. It seems like most of what he does is more repairs and sort of stuff.
Alright, then I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You're a good man. Take care of your daughter."
I love how much this is pissing you off.
Okay. Interaction over.
It's not his fault.
Everything is
Drama
everyone
board.
else's fault except for mine.
There's our shirt.
Except for mine.